Hello, everyone. This is Suji, and founder and CEO of Math Network, and very happy to have everyone here and get invited for this Metaverse Festival. And very happy that a lot of our investors, friends, work, engineer friends in the Web3 and decentralized Metaverse world join this conference. I believe I know many of them for years, even without the buzzword metaverse and Web 3.0. And we've been building this key terminology, key infrastructure, and we, even invent new terminology for years. And I like to share my experience over the mass network, which is around for around 3 and 4 years, and we keep building and evolving to the next generation new internet. So Web 3.0, yeah. What is Web 3.0? Most of the audience here, I believe, already watched the video and with the clips about the congressional hearing happened 2 weeks ago. That talk about the Web 2.0, Web 3.0, and Web 3.0 is about the ownership, etc., etc. I would like to use a very intuitive but more academic style comparison. That Web 2.0 is feudalism. It's medieval feudalism that the platforms are war garden. The war garden platforms are the medieval small countries and owned by the kings, King Egbert, King Jack Darcy. And we don't have freedom to migrate, not only to migrate the user account, but also to migrate digital asset, the data, the NFTs, the tokens. You don't have this freedom. It's all controlled by the centralized platforms and the centralized kings. While on the other side, Web 3.0 is like the early version of the, how do you say, the early version of the capitalism society, which have a lot of problems, have a lot of flaws in the early days. And, like whoever think about, great Wild West, will think about the criminals, whatever. That's true, right? And that's the problem that we've encountered for many years. The cost to migrating to Web 3.0, the new web, is pretty high. It's very high, even with amazing tools like amazing applications like Telegram. It's still pouring money to fight against Facebook, right? And also, there's many criticized by the mainstream people, no matter about ESG, about the dark web, about like crypto users or criminals, the Web3 are too free, etc., etc. Yeah, and that's the thing I mentioned, that like the criticize of the early capitalism, that it's like the Wild West, right? And whoever joins is likely to be somebody like a criminal, right? That's the problem. But since 2016, I'm starting to think about this question and try to answer myself. I've spent several years to think about that. Is that possible to enjoy the Web 3.0 world on top of the internet platform? Let's not say, hey, Web 3.0 will kill Web 2.0. Probably that's not going to be the case. It will probably like an upgrade, right? So you stay on AT&T cell phone carrier, it's fine. But you also have WhatsApp, which is a Web 2.0 thing, right? And maybe we can stay on Facebook, Twitter, and somehow upgrade ourselves into Web 3.0. And that's something we should think about. And I think about this thing, I got the idea around 2016, and we built around 2017, 2018, we raised money and we keep building until now we have mass network. And then these are the monopolized platforms, the platforms we we continuously criticize and cautious about, right? Without leaving them, how can we do something over top? It's possible. Make the big companies into our infrastructure. Again, it's the same thing. I want to share that. Think about this. Hey, you're on Twitter, you're on Facebook, just like you are on the AT&T. While you're on the AT&T, you have WhatsApp, you can have like WeChat, or the other message you're sending are over top of existing, SMS network using. You can even add encryption in it. And now using the Web3 over Web2, it's pretty much the same thing. How? Using mass network, this is one example. You can send over encrypted message over top of Twitter and Facebook, right? And that's how it looks like. Hi, Brave guys, love your cool browser. That's for say hi for Brave. And you can also send files over top of the existing social network or Web2 platforms, no matter Instagram, Twitter, whatever. And it's decentralized file storage. We integrate with IPFS, Filecoin, Narwave, different kind of decentralized storage. And you can do all the amazing things. You can even use decentralized CDN. So the file are stored there and stand over top of the same ones. You can program on top of the files, hook up with smart contracts as well. Amazing. And you can even donate money on top of Twitter, Facebook. Say you want to raise money, and obviously it requires KYC in the old-fashioned Web2 world, and you will feel the boundary of the nation state. Yeah, it's very hard to raise money internationally, right? And with the help of Gitcoin and also many public technology, we able to do that right on top of Twitter through the mass network. So this is the donating to Gitcoin on Twitter, and just simply choose the amount you want to donate, and somehow this happen as like magic. And then thanks to Vitalik, you can now send over red packet, lucky drop on top of Twitter. 2020 Lunar New Year, we have this cool 2020, actually 2021. 2020 Lunar New Year, we have this cool, amazing red packet job, and it's keep evolving. Not only drop money, but also you can raise money, as I mentioned, use the GitHub, use many other key infrastructure we integrate with. So this is the lucky drop on multi-chain, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, any EVM compatible chain. We've also on the XDAI and Arbitrum, I believe there's more and more chain coming. As long as open system, we are happy to integrate. And also anyone can integrate something on top. Let's say NFTs. Now that's NFTs in lucky drop, right? Think of this like you just put your best NFT in a lucky drop, and then let the fans see that. Right? That's something we're doing for a while, and every time it got a lot of users very satisfied, very excited. Yeah. And the Web3 tab, this is inspired by the Blue Sky team, and Max is one of the early founding member of the Blue Sky community, which is created by Jack Dorsey. And we trying to do the NFT display tab on Twitter, and we did something more amazing on top of it. We support ENS and we support Web3 tab. So not only the NFT and PFPs, but also the DAO information, like the constitution of DAO. You're gonna see DAO information about like the people, how many people, how many ETH raised for the constitution of DAO, and the governance token people house it, and smart contract, etc., etc. It can be very helpful, right? And we are integrating RS3 Bio. It's coming soon. So with the help of RS3 Bio, check out with rs3.bio or rs3.io. You can actually check out where you went to in the metaverse or the amazing thing you're doing. And PFP, NFT avatars, right? With the punk, with all the NFT parameters, that's something we already achieved off Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, coming in on all the other social networks as well. Try it out on Twitter and check out mass.io, use the extension. So keep in touch. And this is all the stories of the mass network, and there's more and more interesting coming. For example, how about let's have the loots work on top of Twitter, and let two loot fight on the Twitter page. That's called Twitter Arena. It's also coming soon. There's many other things we can do. Again, mass network is an open system, and I believe the Web 3.0 and the metaverse is the open system. So there's one thing we never do. We never do something, we never do everything ourselves. We try to leave that to the ecosystem. Say, hey, dude, you have a cool idea. I would love to help you using the ecosystem fund to give you a grant and then help you on top of it. So that's something we're trying to create. We're trying to achieve. So yeah, thankful everyone for inviting me, and very happy to have the Mass Network ideas and Web 3.0 stories shared with you. And I believe the Web 3.0 is coming. The revolution already starting. Let's join the revolution. Yeah, let's fucking go.